Hello, my fellow readers. This is Dark Symphony 777 with another fanfiction reading. As always, a link to the story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notification, leave a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts of the story. Finally, it's my opinion. My opinion is not indicative of everyone in the world, so please respect that. So, the story I'm doing a reading of is The New Yorker. Don't forget about it. By orphan account, it is a King of the Hill. So, I actually, first off, before I get into the video, rip to the voice actor of Dale Gribble. I really loved Dale Gribble. He's like, I actually remember growing up and watching King of the Hill. He was like, I think despite the fact it was a more adult show, I actually fell in love with it because I loved the characters, and they're like, you had these really ridiculous characters like SpongeBob and like Timmy Turner and all that, and then you had like Hank Hill who's just also propane and propane accessories. It was just an odd situation. I love King of the Hill as much as I love SpongeBob. I still love King of the Hill, and I still love SpongeBob. But yeah, rest in peace, the voice actor of Dale Gribble. Somewhere, you're either in heaven or you're hell, and you're giving either God or Satan pocket sand. Pocket sand! Sorry, I was thirsty. Let's get to it. Okay. Yep. All of Rainy Street notices when the New York arrives. A yellow airport taxi pulls up in front of the last house on the left. A blue one-story with a respectably well-kept yard and a white picket fence owned by the elderly Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy. No relation to the presidential family of the same name. Well, hello, says one of the four men in the lineup. From out of the cab says a smartly dressed woman in Hollywood clothes. Her red hair piled high in a tight bun. Neatly cut bangs and large reflective sunglasses hide the rest of her face. Excuse me. From view as she stands on the sidewalk, making her look like some glamorous celebrity. Hank Hill's first impression of the woman was, "Oh no, not another yuppie." Followed by vague, unpleasant thoughts about Hollywood types moving into his neighborhood. Who's this? Peggy! Hank nearly jumps in surprise at the sudden appearance of his wife, her head popping out around the corner of their fence. A new neighbor? Nancy has now appeared, rounding their fence to join the growing congregation of spectators. I think she's pretty, mooned Bill. No. Peggy shot this down quickly. I didn't hear anything about the Kennedys moving. Bill, you leave that poor woman alone. According to Peggy, the Kennedys had recently won an all-expense-paid trip to the Caribbean. She's probably just a house sitter, Peggy reasoned. Well, shoot. We can have Bobby do that for them, Hank says, scratching his stomach in thought. Where on earth did they find her? She certainly didn't look like a local. Peggy clapped her hands. Oh, we should invite her to our cookout tonight, Hank. Get to know her. Welcome her to the neighborhood. I think the more neighborly thing to do would be to leave her alone, says Hank, trying to tell his meddlesome wife that he did not like that idea without saying he did not like that idea. Let her settle in first. Oh, nonsense. She'll have all afternoon to settle in. She should be ready by this evening. It's a good thing I picked one of my brown-eyed Bettys this morning, so I had nothing to welcome her with. Becky says, her hands fluttering as she dithers about. They watch the woman struggle to remove a hefty-looking suitcase from the trunk. Oh, Hank, go help the poor woman Lucas, for heaven's sake. Doing fine on her own. Hank! Hank sighed, setting his beard down. Hank's gonna be red in this whole situation. I bet you. Setting his beard down, and he dejectedly leads a group of men down the alley. Excuse me, miss. Hank adjusts his glasses. Would you care for some assistance? The woman turns, and at closer proximity, he had a better look at her. She was slender and average height, despite the fact that she was wearing heels, and pretty objectively speaking, meaning she was aesthetically proportionate and had no glaring physical. Oh my god! It's even written like you're watching King of the Hill. That's impressive. Her face was still largely hidden behind her bangs and sunglasses. Oh, it was a hard and fast accent of a New Yorker. Yeah, thank you. Hank gave a nod to the other men, and they began the process of unloading the taxi. I'm the neighborhood secret police. They don't want to say that. What's your name? My name, Rusty Shacklefoot. Oh. It's better to have pocket sand. Oh, okay. I'm getting too into like loving Dale because, like I said, Dale's awesome. Dale adjusts. So I don't know why I'm laughing. Dale adjusts his own reflective sunglasses. I'm gonna need to see some ID, social security number, and a breakdown of your yearly income. Dale! Hank had his hands free. He would have slapped his forehead in exasperation. No one shot Dale a quizzical look. You secret police, you jog on out, not introduce yourself as secret police. Isn't that a little counterintuitive? Dale's eyebrows shot up and leaned back to whisper loudly to Bill. I know she's trying to communicate with me, but I have no idea what she just says. Such a Dale thing. Bill was twiddling his fingers nervously. He was the next a step forward, looking up at the stoic woman shyly. I'm Bill Dotrieve. I'm your new neighbor. Anything you need, night or day, come knock on my door. I'm not one night down there. He points to his house. Anything you need, tour guide, haircut, that's enough, Bill. Hank says, cutting in. He may not like the look of this new person, but that doesn't mean he don't have to feed this poor old lady to Bill. He sticks his hand out. I apologize I didn't introduce myself earlier. Hank Hill. Lived down the street. Out in the woods. She had a strong, brisk handshake. To Hank's pleasant surprise. A small smile worked its way onto Hank's face. You got a good handshake there, Miss Wood. She flashed him an equally small smile, replying with a curt nod. Dale butts in, stepping up further. Hank, oh my god, he actually does the bit. Rusty Shacklefoot. I swear to God, I didn't. I actually had my eyes closed when I mentioned Rusty Shacklefoot. Oh my god. Okay. We got the second goat. She said, pointing at Hank. This is Dale Grip. Hank! He's also your neighbor. Lives down the street. That's Boomhauer. Lives next door, Hank says, finishing the introduction. Yo. Boomhauer tosses her a wink, but her face remains unreadable behind those reflective sunglasses. How much you want to bet this whole thing gets resolved by just Boomhauer being able to communicate with her? Because we all know how Boomhauer talks. It's like, go man, we gotta go to the internet and go quick, get some loud, going on the laundry. Look at the ladies, go on investigate people. Go on social media, make fun of social media, and then leave. I'm actually curious, how the hell did that guy do that voice? Like, if you ever watch King of the Hill, you instantly recognize, like, the moment you hear someone like talk like so fast you can't understand them, your mind just goes right down to Boomhauer, and it's just like, how the hell does he do that? Yep, okay. Whoop! Young tanked on his belt. Now they all look and see has been moved. Best be getting out of your hair. Sure, she gives another crisp nod and a light smile. Thank you for your help, Dale. Hank, Dale, Bill, and Booha. She points to each of the men as she says their names, obviously making an effort to remember them. Dale gives a grimace at his name. As they walk away, Dale is sulking. Why'd you have to go and blow my cover? Shut up, jackass. Because he would. Bobby, get your shoes on. We're going to meet the new neighbor. Peggy Hill flutters excitedly around the kitchen, hardly noticing when her 13-year-old son finally enters from his room. Eyes still glued to his video game. Leave that thing there. We want to make a good first impression, she said busily, wrapping the brown-eyed Betty in tinfoil. In the alley, Peggy was greeted by Nancy and Joseph in tow, a box of crackers tucked under one arm. The boys immediately fall in line as their mothers greet each other. Looks like I'm not the only one to notice new hillbilly on block. Min joins the woman. A beautiful cheese platter is balanced on top of a large pot in our arms with her own daughter trailing behind. Hi, Connie. I sound more like Joseph than Bobby. Hi, Connie. Bobby greets his girlfriend and the children from a group of their own. Peggy and Min exchange tight smiles as they eye each other's welcome dishes. Nice platter. Store-bought? No. I took culinary class at fancy liberal four-year college. My food only tastes good. Look good too. More tight smiles. Chug. Nancy grabbed the other two women's attention as a new threat appeared. The woman was young, maybe early 30s or late 20s, with a tight figure. So clearly no children. Perky breasts, definitely no children. Okay. Were you saying pregnant women can have perky breasts? No, that's probably what Peggy would think. And Peggy is suddenly reconsidering her decision to invite the new woman to the cookout tonight. She wore unsensibly high heels, higher than Nancy wears, if you could believe it, a silk camisole that looked like lingerie ticked in a gray pencil skirt. Hi! Peggy calls out boisterously, catching the woman's attention. Peggy Hill, welcome to the neighborhood. I brought you brown-eyed Betty. Oh. She was in the process of rolling one large suitcase through the door. Peggy Hill, nice to meet you. I think I just met your husband. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Shug. Name's Nancy Gribble, came the soft, soothing drawl of Nancy Dribble. This is my son, Joseph. Say hi, Joseph. Joseph had gone red in the face, kept his eyes glued to the ground as he mumbled out an awkward, hello. The red woman opens her mouth to speak. Me and Susan Luciphone. I forgot that's their last name. Yes, that is their actual last name. But we might like Khan. But we all love, we might like Min. We all love Khan. She's weak! Finish her! Says Min Susan's phone, cutting in. What's your occupation and income? Then, as if suddenly remembering her manners, She's fighting in Namtu? And we're Bobby and Connie, since nobody seems to think we're important enough to introduce us, Bobby says, shouldering his way past his mother to offer the hand the way his dad had taught him. What's your name? Melanie Woods, said Melanie Woods, giving Bobby a firm handshake and flashing a smile. This story is going like way out of its way to read like something from King of the Hill. Actually impressive, because King of the Hill is like a very if you actually watch King of the Hill, it's a very, very dry show. It's a very dull show. That's not really goofy over the top. It's just normal people acting normal. Well, as normal as you can take, and like the main character's whole thing is like he loves propane. I'm a propane god. Oh god, where's the button to turn myself in? Well, I don't know why my mind's going to the first episode. It's like, you better have something better than Umbrella to scare me away. Non-iron. Have a good day. Welcome to the neighborhood, Miss Woods, repeats Peggy. Not only did I come here to gift you one of Peggy Hill's brown-eyed Betties, but my husband and I also cook out dinner tonight. And well, we just thought it would be such a good way for you to get to know all of us. After you settle in, of course. Well, if she tries to speak again, great! We'll see you tonight at 5. Hanks, grill and buggers. Peggy chirps before proceeding to dump her dish into Miss Wood's arms. Nancy and Min quickly follow suit, leaving the new woman on her own front stoop that only the very top of her red bun was visible. Kids, why don't you help Miss Woods with the unpacking? Peggy orders. No one is given a chance to object before the three mothers are off back down the alley, already deep in discussion. Did you see those heels? Queer. Oh, yeah. It's using the old. It's using the old version of the words too. This story is really authentic with the writing and everything. I have to give the author credit for this. I thought only queer performers and trainees wore those. Are you kidding? Might as well not wear a top with how heavy D-neck was on flimsy little shirt. Barely covers anything. The three kids looked to Miss Woods, struggling with all the food their mothers had just bestowed upon her. Here, let me take that, Connie offers, taking the box of crackers and the cheese platter off the top. Thanks. Miss Woods smiled, blowing a red lock of red hair out of her face. Nope. Come on, Joseph, sighs Bobby in resignation as the two boys start to wheel the three large suitcases inside. Joseph, with considerably less struggle than Bobby, dropped the first case on the green carpet floor of the living room. No offense, Miss Woods, but what did you pack in these things? Bricks? Bobby pucks. Sorry. Miss Woods moves to the kitchen, her heels clicking on the linoleum floor, rippling with Connie in her wake. I believe that one has my lawyer books in her. You're a lawyer? Mm-hmm. What kind? Joseph asked, plopping down on the floor next to the suitcases. Criminal defense. Whoa. All the kids chime in unison. Then all three are filled with their own questions, talking over each other in excited clamor. Have you met a murderer? Been on a real crime scene? What's the craziest death you encountered? Whoa. Miss Woods flops her hands, silencing him. In order? Yes. In fact, I'll do you one better. I met a serial killer. Yes. So, and one time, a murderer and his wife. Oh, God, it's actually very hard to read this. And one time, a man murdered his wife because she was going to leave him. Yeah. So, sometimes it's the opposite. The women murder the men. Don't underestimate those women killers out there. She was going to leave him, and he stored her body in a glass tank for 3 years. I don't even know if this is a grammar error because for all I know, it could be not. It's just a result of the accent. Before anyone found her. Okay. Bob was starting to get used to the fast way Miss Woods talked. So to translate that into English would be in order. Oh, yes, because I didn't even realize he did it. Hey, you're right. Yeah. As I say, that's so creepy. Yeah. Miss Woods laughed, smiling at the 3 thoroughly enthralled kids in our living room as she reclined against the wall. Definitely all those things. Hello, came an unfamiliar voice. From behind the grill, Hank felt his spirit sink as Miss Woods came around the corner into his backyard. She changed from earlier, donning an even more eye-catching camisole and switching out her heels for an even higher pair. Her sunglasses were gone too. Hank was able to reassess her as a woman with dark brown eyes and a silently upturned nose, which only added to her yuppiness. Oh, good lord! That is how Hank. Oh, good lord! That's no reason to laugh at that, but it's just so perfect. Okay, so where was I? Which only added to our yuppiness. Oh, good. Welcome. You're right on time. Oh, it's Peggy the sister. That didn't matter. I thought it was Hank that said it. I thought it was Hank. Okay. I'm done. Okay. I was not expecting it to be Peggy. That caught me off guard. So I actually pause the camera for a bit just so I could stop laughing. Okay. I'm done. Oh, good lord. I mean, you're welcome. You're right on time. 5 minutes early, in fact. Peggy calls cheerily, quickly hiding her shock and waving to the woman. Hank was getting better at understanding the fast-talking New Yorker. Like Boomhauer, it took the ear a while to adjust to the unique ways of speaking. I would have been earlier, but I stopped at the store. I didn't want to show up empty-handed. Everyone like champagne. Champagne at a cookout? I mean, champagne at a cookout can't work. We already have beer, Hank said curtly, gently into the cooler full of Alamo beer. Any points she might have earned with that good handshake earlier were lost. Oh, that's quite all right, he says quickly. I'm sure the ladies would love some. Why don't get some glasses from inside? Peggy darted off inside and Miss Wood stood there awkwardly, cradling the bottle of champagne. For now, it's quiet. Nothing but the sound of burgers grilling. The vultures haven't found out she's here. This is such a King of the Hill line. This is such a King of the That's brilliant. That's so brilliant. Okay. Sorry, she says. I suppose champagne is a bit unsuitable for the setting. I wasn't thinking. Oh, it's alright. It wasn't really alright, but she seemed appropriately apologetic. You can drink it, if anything. She nods. Hey, fresh meat! And then the vultures. Of course, Hank would call Khan the vulture. That's such a Hank thing to do, too. Hank almost felt pity for the woman as her figure was soon swallowed up by the Susavuzanones. Bill, Dale, Boomhauer, John. Wait, why is John Redcorn there? What? Huh? Why is he there? He's not part of the street. He's just. Oh, is he doing things with Nancy again? Is he massaging her back? And the kids. Everyone talking over one another. Question after question. Boomhauer kept having to yank Bill back when he got uncomfortably close to Miss Woods. Dale kept trying to instigate staring contests with Miss Woods to establish dominance. But as far as Hank could tell, Miss Woods won every time. All right, that's enough, you all. Peggy shouts, now back with 4 glasses in hand. Dinner's just about ready, so go sit. Hank can't help but chuckle inwardly at the sight of Miss Woods, perched on one of their patio chairs in her Hollywood clothes, sipping champagne. There had been a bit of fight on who would get to sit next to their new guest. Bill and Joseph dove at the chance, but the two were batted off quickly. Boomhauer and Leanne eventually took her flank. The sight reminds Hank of one of Bobby's old children's show sing-alongs. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things doesn't belong. Everyone else filmed it empty. Yeah, Boomhauer playing. Excuse me. Now that they were sitting, the Inquisition could begin. So, Miss Woods, Peggy starts. Where are you from? New York. Emily's fine. Born and raised? Mm-hmm. What's your occupation? Con asks, bringing his burger at the woman. Bits of lettuce and ketchup will go flying, and Miss Woods flinched a bit as it lands too close to her. Ooh, I can answer that. She's a criminal defense lawyer. She worked with, like, murderers and met serial killers. She's had bodies and stuff. What? What? You, that's the age. That's... You know what? I'm not even going to finish the story. 5 out of 5. This is actually really good. I want to see more of this. Hank looked from Bobby to Miss Melanie. My word. Con likes all the kind of, you bad guy law? So unpolished hot the snake. Con! Nancy says coldly. What? The compliment. Yep, that's me, the unpolished snake woman. Are you you actually a snake woman? Dale asks. Dale would say that. Dale would say that. Are you actually a snake woman? Dale asks conspiratoriously, leaning all the way forward until it becomes in danger of falling onto the pile of corn on the cob. His wife yanks back to the seat. What would you like to know? Speak slower. What are you saying? Dale says, over-enunciating her words. Listen faster, she shoots back. Hank must suppress a chuckle at this. The woman was lippy, but in a good way. Dang old don't listen, man. Yeah, this is it. Here you go. Dang old don't listen, man. Yeah, don't my man. Don't talk. No, man. Boomhauer says, subtly scooting closer. Oh, thank you. Melly says, she winks at her. She goes, oh. Anyway, how do you know the Kennedys? Peggy asked, returning the conversation to her Inquisition. They're my stepmom's parents. Well, that's interesting. So, Sue Kennedy is your stepmom, you know? I played softball with her in high school, said Peggy excitedly. Oh, says Melanie with faint interest. Bill used to date Sue. If I remember correctly, Bill nods excitedly at this. The men and women of Arlen, the one who's been there all their lives, remember the pretty brunette Sue Kennedy. How is Sue these days? Asked Bill. Happily married to a man old enough to be her father. She shrugs and gives a wry smile. She had that lawyer money and the life insurance. The table goes quiet. Well, good on, Sue. Says Min and then takes a sweater for gold digger. That's pretty much just a gold digger. The rest of the dinner passes in a similar fashion of passive-aggressive sass and witty one-liners until the table has finally been cleared and everything is going their separate ways. I locked the ways. Wait, what? I locked the front door. Oh, it's switching to Melanie's? Yeah, it's switching to Melanie's. Okay, this is interesting. I lock the front door as soon as I step inside. Less more welcoming neighbors corner me. I want to scream. Instead, I settle for throwing myself onto the couch and groaning loudly into one of the throw pillars. Who knew Southern hospitality could be so draining? Oh wait, I did. So didn't want to come down here in the first place. I kick off my heels and curl up on my side. My things are strewn around the little home, half unpacked, and that's when I remember the bottle of wine I'd been gifted at my going away party. It's tucked safely somewhere beneath all my cashmere sweaters and Calvin Klein pantsuits. Ugh. Most of my wardrobe is going to be far too dressy for Arlen. The windows of this neighborhood are any kind of reference to go by. Sliding off the couch, I crawl to my suitcase, unearthing the bottle of white wine. I pad the nylon-colored feet over to the kitchen's breakfast bar. I pour myself a glass and the phone rings. No! Hello? But hell, girlie, how are you sitting in? Getting a familiar voice. D! I sigh in relief, throwing myself down to the kitchen chair. Oh, it's so good to hear your voice. Your non-Southern accent voice, she laughs. Sounds like you're enjoying Arlen so far, says G. Dina Leon was my roommate freshman year of college at NYU. Tall, beautiful, a socialite with a master's in behavioral science and Miss Denver for 2 years running. One time when they were still undergrads, Mick Jagger snorted a line of cocaine off her ass while at a house party. Okay. That is a sentence I did not that is a sentence I did not expect to hear. As you expect a small town in Texas to be, rednecks, gun, Republicans, I say I swirl my glass of white wine before taking a hearty swig. The men in my neighborhood all gather in the alley behind the alley houses and drink beer all evening. Classy. I can hear the wicked smile in her voice. And their wives all peeking over their fence to see what I'm doing. Oh, that's one guy. I think he's speaking English when he talks, but he mumbles so much I can hardly figure out what he's saying half the time. And then you have the audacity to tell me I'm hard to understand, I rant. Well, you know what they say about New Yorkers. Walk fast, talk fast, you titters. I don't talk that fast, I say quickly. I don't walk that fast either, I added with a huff. Honestly, D, I don't know what I did in a past life to deserve 3 months in the purgatory, I said bitterly. Well, D starts, I don't know about past lives, but I tell you what you did in this life too. Alright, just about enough, I said, cutting her off. I want to talk about Arlen. How's New York? I can hear boisterous chattering coming from the background on her end. Are you up right now? Yeah, Cynthia had a puke real quick, so I thought I'd give you a ring. Heard she's gunning for your old title of head associate at Hartford's team. Yeah, rat, I sniff. The background noise gets louder. Something is said to her, but I don't catch what. Huh? What was that? Listen, Mel. Some boys from Bloomingdale's are inviting us to a penthouse party on the Upper West. I gotta go. What? I still gotta tell you about... Talk to you later, Melanie. Bye! She chirps. The line goes dead. Damn it! I swear I finished off my glass before powering another. It's just enough time for me to undress, but not enough time for me to turn off all the lights and pretend I didn't just hear the doorbell ring. I contemplated being dead. Hello, I say, loosely wrapping a silk robe around myself. Leaning against the door frame with a bottle of champagne tucked under his arm was none other than Boomhauer. Yo. So that's the New Yorker. So I'm guessing there's going to be more stories because that's what it says right here. Going to be more chapters. This was good. Like, I did... It's 3,000? I thought it was longer. Oh my god. This story had no right being this good. It feels authentic. It feels true. Even the one single grammar error that I saw might not even be a grammar error because it might just be a New Yorker thing. This story's good. Holy shit. I didn't expect this. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like a more corny comedy type thing where the New Yorker shows up, they kind of mess around, but this is shockingly grounded. And the fact the author went out of their way to make the writing style as authentic to King of the Hill's writing style as possible is commendable. Holy, I actually want to read more. I want to read more of this. Is there... Holy shit. I want to see what the comments are. Is there more? Yeah, 100% person. Yeah, it's like... This is shockingly... This is, like, brilliant. just a round of applause for Off Orphan Account. This is just balls to the walls amazing. 5 out of no, fuck it. 6 out of 5. Put it in the Better Off Volunteers. This is just out of this world, just top quality. I have nothing bad to say about the story. Nothing. Just take all my money. Shut up and take my money. Oh my god. I hope you eventually write more, because I actually want to see more. That's how much I like the story. That's so shocking. So that is The New Yorker by Orphan Account. This has been Dark Symphony 777, and cut.